If you're someone who struggles with wanting to do things well, but often drifting into the realm of perfectionism, unhealthy perfectionism, then this video is for you. Hi, my name is Jana. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about slow living and my cozy and creative life in the Finnish countryside. I recently finished this cardigan, and as soon as it was finished, I knew that I would have to go back, rip parts of it out and redo them. Was it perfectionism? Was I being too hard on myself? Or was it necessary? I don't think there is a clear answer to this question because it's all relative. But if you never feel like you're good enough to yourself, you will have a hard life because you're the only person whose expectations you need to fill. Maybe you were raised in a family where you never really got the support and recognition you needed. But the good news is now you have a chance to let go of that kind of thinking. And what all of this has to do with slow living is that if you constantly compete with others, think about how you are not enough, you feel like you're in a constant battle or in a race. If you want to live a slow life, you just need to learn how to be content with yourself. And if I'm completely honest, this is something that I'm still trying to learn. I'm not saying it's easy. I think for most of us, it is challenging, but just becoming aware of this, of your tendency to be hard on yourself, helps. We live in an age where we are expected so much. At work, you are always expected to do your best and beyond. And that really makes it hard to believe in yourself. You might feel like there's no time for slacking, you just have to be better, do better, try even harder. Especially now when AI is taking over, I think we need to embrace imperfections. When I think about content creators here on YouTube, I'm often drawn to the people who are not afraid to be themselves, and that often means that they might be a bit messy and imperfect, and that puts you in a vulnerable position, but that also makes you interesting. When you think about content created by AI, it's generic, it's perfect, but it doesn't give you much. It's not like you are connected to anything or anyone. It's so much more interesting when you see a real person doing things, talking about things, showing their life. And that might mean that they make mistakes. Like when I'm talking to the camera, I often stumble. English is not my first language, so I might make mistakes. But I do think that that's more interesting than just these polished, perfect faces. Many of the people who succeed, they are real, they are human, they make mistakes. So it's more about authenticity and personality than it is about being perfect. That's why I love crafting so much. They're kind of a reminder that it's okay to be human, it's okay to make mistakes. I have this sweater that you have seen on this channel if you have been watching my videos, and right at the front of the sweater there's a cable that's slanting the wrong way. Theoretically I could have fixed it, but if I did, I would have had to unravel the whole upper part of the sweater and the sleeve, and I didn't want to do that. I decided that it will be a reminder for me that it's okay to make mistakes. That's why we make things by hand, because they're not machine made. There's more personality in them. I've been recently working on my next book, and the question of perfectionism has been present. And that's something where it's difficult to avoid the trap of perfectionism, because you know that there are so many writers out there who are so much more talented than you, who are more efficient than you, just simply better than you. But you want to do your best. And I have had to decide or pay close attention to the fine line between doing your best, not wanting to be sloppy, but realizing that you're enough, that your work is enough. Stopping to beat yourself up for not being as good as someone else. Besides, that's often in our head. It's difficult to say that about our own work, whether it's good or not. That's also subjective. There's no such thing as objectively good writing. There are opinions, there are critics who claim to know what good writing is, but in the end it's kind of subjective anyway. And there are readers who tell me that they loved my book, and then there are others who maybe didn't like it so much. And if I keep giving too much attention to those opinions, that's not healthy for me. So I just have to stop comparing myself to others and focus on the work, focus on what I'm doing, trying to do my best, and then letting it go. I just heard recently in a podcast when somebody said that you should be focusing on the work and then just giving the result to people with the attitude, here, I made this for you, and trying to detach from the response completely. Like it's none of your business what people think about it. You just did what you did and you're giving it out into the world, and then that's it. And when it comes to something that you do as a hobby like knitting, the only person whose opinion matters is you. If you're a beginner and you have knitted your first sweater, it really doesn't matter what someone else thinks about it. You're the one who gets to decide whether your sweater is good enough or not. And in any case, you can be so proud that you finished it. That's something. There are so many people who just start things, like they start knitting sweaters, they start writing books, and they never finish. Only the fact that you finished something is reason to be proud of it. So my opinion about perfectionism is that you need to give yourself the permission to experiment, especially if you're at the beginning, like only starting to write, starting to knit, whatever you're doing, painting, whatever, anything creative. You just need to experiment and give yourself permission to do that. Give yourself permission to make mistakes, because those mistakes can lead into something interesting. They can be a learning opportunity, or maybe they will just open your mind so that you will see something new. Some of you have sent me emails thanking me for my content, and you have no idea how glad it makes me that someone takes the time to write to me. That's really something special to me. So thank you so much for those messages. Anyway, thank you for watching. As always, remember to take care of yourself. See you in the next video. Bye!